You know, the people of Ontario know numbers better than the people that are sitting across the aisle here. $9 billion doesn't come close to the $190 billion that they claim that they're going to be spending on infrastructure. The bottom line is the figures don't match, Speaker. They didn't need to sell off Hydro One to build infrastructure in this province, and they darn well know it. And you know what, Speaker? Ontarians did not vote for this. The Premier has no mandate to sell off our public hydro utility. And Ontarians have been very, very clear that they don't want this sell-off to continue. Why does this Premier think that her opinion matters more than the opinion of millions and millions of Ontarians?
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The billions and billions of dollars that we're investing in infrastructure, paying down debt, Mr. Speaker, is actually going to have a benefit for this province for decades to come, Mr. Speaker, unlike that party over there, Mr. Speaker, that once again has no understanding of how this system works or even the energy system, Mr. Speaker. A firm commitment offering means, Mr. Speaker, that we get that money from the investors right away. And we're able to take that money, Mr. Speaker, and invest that in LRT in Hamilton. And I know she doesn't like the LRT investment in Hamilton, Mr. Speaker, which makes you scratch your head, Mr. Speaker. What kind of investment in infrastructure do they like? Obviously none, Mr. Speaker, because all they do is stand up and complain, Mr. Speaker. They have no plan on any of this. As I said, I recognize, Mr. Speaker, that this was a tough decision. I recognize it was the right decision, Mr. Speaker. And when you make the right decision, you invest that in the people of Ontario, and that's what we're doing, Mr. Speaker. We're building Ontario up.
More question? The Leader of the Third Party.
Thank you, Speaker. My next question is for the Acting Premier. Electricity isn't a luxury, and it should not be priced like a luxury, Speaker. By giving up the province's majority stake in Hydro One, the Premier is guaranteeing that Ontario families will continue to see their hydro bills rise. Why does the Premier want to drive up hydro bills for families?
Stop the clock.